I'm Alpha Trivette, and this is my 5-minute view of the world. Start the clock for you right now, and thank you for making this a part of your day, wherever you are. If you are listening at chilledradio.co.uk, thank you so much. You could be watching at my website at New Radio Alpha. That's at nrs.blogtronics. It's spelled blogtronics.net/alpha, or at kellyandalpha.com, or you can find me on Facebook as well. And as always, your thoughts and comments are always appreciated. Well, there's good news. Good news about bad news. But the good news is somebody's actually talking about it. A noted British economist in the Telegraph wrote an article saying the United States is going down the same economic road as Greece. Doing the same things, making the same mistakes, and heading for the same end. Now, I talked about this the other day. I'm no economist, but I see what Greece did. I mean, they pretty much pandered to labor unions. They increased the government payrolls. They increased government handouts and entitlements, and then disincentivized anybody working, therefore lowering the tax base. So there was more money going out than coming in, and when it came time to pay all the bills, there was no money to pay the bills, and now they're broke. See, the United States is doing the same thing. We cannot pay down our federal deficit if it continues to grow, and I'm wondering if we can pay it down now. Just discovered the other day that it was 4 times as large as it was a year ago. Our federal deficit, 4 times bigger than it was a year ago. And twice as big as it was projected. And then here comes a Congressional Budget Office saying, oh yeah, remember that health care bill? The one that was going to cost under $900 billion and reduce the federal deficit? Well, not so much. Yeah, it's going to cost actually another $115 billion. See, the CBO has to crunch the numbers it's given, and either they misplaced some numbers or didn't include them in the right place, or they just weren't given the right numbers in order to get the bill passed in the first place. Which do you think it is? It was not a pretty day for Attorney General Eric Holder yesterday. He appeared in some hearings on Capitol Hill and kind of looked like a fool. Yeah, because he was talking about this Arizona immigration bill. You know about the bill. Arizona's had a horrible time with immigration, people coming across the border. Crime is outrageous. Phoenix, Arizona, #2 city in the world for kidnapping, second only to Mexico City. And it's because of all the immigrants illegally coming in with their drug trade. Well, they passed a law that would enforce the federal laws that the federal government hadn't been enforcing. And now everybody's going crazy over this, including Attorney General Eric Holder, who said on the Sunday TV talk shows that the federal government was considering a lawsuit against this bill in Arizona. So he was asked by one of the senators, have you read the Arizona bill? And it was one of those Jackie Gleason moments, because he hadn't. He says, well, I glanced at it, but I haven't read it yet. And then the senator pointed out, well, compared to the health care bill of 2,000 pages, it was minuscule at just 10 pages. Actually 17 with addendum, but come on, 17 pages? You could read that, couldn't you? And shouldn't you before you go threatening a lawsuit? I mean, you can only file a lawsuit on legal grounds, right? And if you don't know what's in the bill legally, kind of hard to say you're going to file a suit against it, right? Seems to me. I don't know. Then a little bit later on, when they were discussing the would-be bomber in New York City, he was asked pointedly if radical Islam could have played a part in this attack, or attempted attack. And it was another one of those hamana moments. He refused to say, after 3 pointed questions, that radical Islam was a part. Well, let's see. The guy studied in Pakistan under Pakistani Taliban. I think they're pretty radical, and they're Islamic. So it would seem to me that radical Islamist ideas at least played a part, and you can't admit that. I mean, if you can't admit who you're fighting against, I think you're going to lose. I mean, if you go to battle with a werewolf, you got to have a silver bullet in your gun, right? If you go to battle with Superman, you got to have kryptonite, right? So you got to know who it is you're fighting, right? Or is that just me? I don't know. Somebody's got some money. Did you see this? Over in Dubai, hotels there have vending machines where you can get gold. Yeah, just get out a ingot or a Cougaran or gold coins. Now gold is up to $100 or $1,200 an ounce, or a little bit more. Man, can you see somebody with nothing but quarters trying to poke that money in there? Oh, I forgot to give you the brain stretcher question for the day. I'll give it to you right now. Here it is. Women who do this, though it may be fun and exciting, actually shorten their lives by doing it. What do you think they're doing? I'll give you a second. The answer is marrying younger men. Yeah, women who marry younger men, and the more years they are younger than they, the more it shortens their lives. Boy. And see, on the other hand, men who marry younger women actually live longer. Life's just not fair, is it, ladies? I mean, you got to give childbirth, you get lower wages, you got to pay more for your hairstyling and laundry and dry cleaning, and now this. Boy, just ain't fair. That's it. My 5-minute view of the world. I'm Alpha Trivette, and I'll see you next time.